There's nothing like the North Atlantic. It's majestic. Yeah, I love the beach. Pretty much had my first everything on a beach. You name it, first time I did it, beach. I was miserable in love, happy in love, alternately, as only a 17-year-old could be. This is where I lived. A very happy summer in the early 70s, and that was my room on the left. It's an amazing spot if you think about it. A bunch of knuckleheads working as dishwashers and waiters and pizza servers. You know, we could live on a beach like this. You know, happier, stupider times. You know, I can still hear the playlist. Strawberry Letter and the Brothers Johnson. If you put on Marvin Gaye right now, I'd burst into tears. What do? You're young, you go to the beach, you know, you get laid and you get high.
It was here, all the way out at the tip of Cape Cod, Provincetown, Massachusetts, where the Pilgrims first landed. And it was where I first landed. 1972, washed into town with a head full of orange sunshine and a few friends. Provincetown, a wonderland of tolerance, long-time tradition of accepting artists, writers, the badly behaved, the gay, the different. It was paradise.
The joy that can only come with an absolute certainty that you're invincible, that none of the choices that you make will have any repercussions or any effect on your later life, because we didn't think about those things. I don't even know what I thought I was going to be. At that point, I certainly didn't think I was going to be a cook. I don't know what I thought I was going to be. I was just, you know, hanging out in a beautiful place.
A golden time. I look back on those fuzzy memories and they seem golden anyway. Oh, there's John Waters. First love, and there's me. This guy, Johnny Yingling, was sort of a central figure in all of our lives.
Well, my name is John Yingling, and this is Spiritus Pizza. It's been here since 1971. This town is everything to me. Provincetown is a really special place where people can be themselves. We all did drugs, acted young and crazy, and Tony was probably a little wilder than some and not as wild as others. But he was always the guy who I always liked.
And you let me sleep on top of the walk-in.
Right, I actually remember that.
Spiritus. I cannot tell you how frequently I dream about Spiritus Pizza. I'm walking down Commercial Street, and I'm sort of dimly aware that Spiritus has moved, and there's a sense of dislocation and a loss as I stumble around this sort of Provincetown dreamscape of 40 years ago. Well, we're still here and living in hope. Cheers. Unbelievable.
Many of the old places in P-Town are gone. But the Lobster Pot is still going strong all these years later, and still has what I want and need, the essentials. My friends worked in the kitchen here, starting the tradition among my set that cooking work was noble toil. At that point, I never intended a career as a chef.
It was great to be a cook.
I was getting to that. Oh, yes.
So this is homemade Portuguese kale soup, made on the premises.
It's been a long time, thank you.
Enjoy.
Portuguese soup, a P-Town version of the Azorean caldo verde, and just what I remembered. Kale, fiery red chorizo, linguiça, kidney beans, potatoes.
Oh, I missed you. Yeah, I missed you bad.
And that was precisely what I loved about the food here, the Portuguese thing. Dishes like this stuffed cod crusted with ground Portuguese sausage, breadcrumbs, stuffed with scallop and crab, some sherry, red sauce.
I hadn't been working for a while. I was a deadbeat. I mean, I'm just, you know, scarfing off everybody else. And Nancy Poole comes home from work and says, our dishwasher didn't show up today. You're our new dishwasher. I said, oh, really? And the next day, I put on the apron, and I didn't take it off for 30 years. I'd wake up, and all of us go to the beach, hang out on the beach till like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, it was fun.
Roll into work all night, drinking, getting high, drilling out food. You got all the food you wanted, all the liquor you wanted.
All the sex you wanted.
All the sex you wanted.
It was true. It was fun. We had a great time.
And yet you were still an essential part of the economy.
It was a lot of fun, believe me, I remember.
The flagship. It's where my cooking career started. where I started washing dishes, where I started having pretensions of culinary grandeur.
It would seem like a good gig for anybody. Who else got to live like that during that time? You had to sort of be in a band. And here we were, we were dishwashers.
Now you get a little older and you get a little more sense and you realize that, like, you know, you gotta like pace yourself a little bit.
Otherwise, we still wouldn't be here. Well, you know, many of our friends from those days that
Yeah,
didn't make it.
many of my friends are dead, yeah.
As you were, keep drinking, keep drinking. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony.
This place has been here forever. It used to be the back room.
Back room's still there.
See, it's all falling into place again.
Wow. Spicy.
Yeah, that's good.
Dinner with Mark and touring guitarist Jeff Fielder at Ocho in Ballard, where they serve up generous drinks and Spanish-influenced tapas.
You grew up around, what, two hours outside of Seattle?
Yeah, in eastern Washington, which is like countryside, ranching, farming community.
You don't live here anymore. You live in LA now?
Yeah.
How long since you left?
It's been 20 years.
Oh, wow.
But I come back here, you know, a couple times a year, play shows. I still have family in the city, and I think of it as home still, you know. I always will. It's just, it's the home I don't live in anymore.
We put on the long white dress while I burn when there's no more tomorrow. Will you walk with me underground and forget all the sadness and the sorrow? Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da.
So how long have you been playing music professionally?
Well, kind of the whole time, you know. I mean, I played my first gigs when I was 13. Been touring with Mark since about 2010.
What was the first time you were ever on stage? And where was it?
It was in my hometown. I was 15, and some guys I worked in a restaurant with had a band. They were older, and I sang at one pool party that they had.
What was the set list there? Covers or?
A lot of Van Halen,
Oh, wow.
Styx.
Oh, brutal. You have played and play with a lot of different people from different styles of music. I think a lot of musicians I know and have met would have a hard time with that. You seem to move effortlessly around.
I don't know, I've just been blessed with a lot of opportunity. I get to play with a lot of people whose music I really love, so I'm happy. You know, after having been in my own band for many years, and then suddenly, like, I'm taking jobs where I'm just playing part of somebody's set. At first, it was a little awkward, but then I grew to really love doing it because it was easy and fun, and there was no pressure. I did that for quite a few years, and I'm available to do that again if anybody wants me.
On the marble street, the procession spills in. At the white seawall, waves crash and crash again. Darkness shining, disappearing. Day follows night, night follows day. Goodbye, goodbye to beauty. Goodbye, goodbye to beauty.
Are you at all sentimental about how Seattle used to be?
you know, I guess it's sort of like being sentimental about grade school or, you know, any time of your life that isn't around anymore. I miss some of the guys that were around then that aren't around anymore, you know, some of my friends. But, you know, that's life.
Goodbye to beauty.
So back in Vietnam, one of my favorite places on earth, and all of the things I need for happiness. Low plastic stool, check. Tiny little plastic table, check. Ooh, something delicious in a bowl, check. In this case, a local specialty, com hen, clam rice. Sweet, meaty little local clams out of their shells, tossed with a wild swirl of mung beans, white rice, spicy green chilies, crunchy roasted peanuts, fried pork rind, and cilantro. And a similar variation with rice noodles. Got fish sauce with chilies in it, and whoa, that'll just singe your eyebrows off. Throw some chilies in. Hit with some hot clam broth, and you're on your way. I'm back in Vietnam. Shit-eating grin for the duration. A giddy, silly, foolish man beyond caring. And a cold local beer. Huda, my preferred brand whenever in way. Clams with pork cracklings. How could that not be good? This is the way so many of the great meals of my life have been enjoyed. Sitting in the street, eating something out of a bowl that I'm not exactly sure what it is. Scooters going by. So delicious. I feel like an animal. Where have you been all my life? Fellow travelers, this is what you want. This is what you need. This is the path to true happiness and wisdom. Oh yeah, that's tempting. It's around here somewhere. This is Dong Ba Market, and deep inside, somewhere in there, is what I want. To my way of thinking, in the hierarchy of delicious, slurpy stuff in a bowl, bun bo hui is at the very top. Nguyen Quy Duc is an author and journalist who spent much of his childhood in Hue.
If I'm gonna die, if I'm gonna go to prison, they give me a last meal, this will be it.
This will be it.
This will be it.
Let's do it, man. Here, Kim Chow creates an elaborate broth of mixed bones scented with lemongrass, spice, and fermented shrimp paste. At the bottom, rice noodles garnished, nay heaped, with tender, slow-cooked beef shank, crab meat dumplings, pig's foot, and huiet, blood cake. Garnished with lime wedge, cilantro, green onions, chili sauce, shredded banana blossoms, and mung bean sprouts, it's a wonder of flavor and texture. The greatest soup in the world. Look at that, man. That is just unbelievable. Blood cake?
Blood cake.
With the sauce. Wow. I want to see how much you put in there.
You gotta make it look really red in there. It has to be blood red.
And the broth is wonderful. People are put on Earth for various purposes. I was put on Earth to do this. Eat noodles right here.
When I was a kid, we used to tell each other, do not take a date to go out to eat this stuff, because you start sweating, your hair stick up.
Really? I would definitely bring a date for this, because if she doesn't like this, there's no hope of a relationship.
That's exactly.
You know, like if she said, oh, I don't know, there's like blood, there's icky stuff in there, that would be a relationship ender to me. I mean, I'm not kidding.
I mean, here you are having it in a market like this. But if she makes this in a place like New York or Paris, it would be real haute cuisine.
It just, I mean, this is as sophisticated and complex a bowl of food as any French restaurant. It really is just the top of the mountain. How long has she been here?
She started out when she was 12.
You live in a great country, man. Any country that could produce this is a superpower as far as I'm concerned. Man, I'm getting down to like the pepper residue at the bottom. How long does that broth have to simmer to get good?
Em ơi, cái nồi này mình nấu bao nhiêu lâu thì mới ngon? It's an hour.
Wow, really? I would have guessed like 14 hours. Happy, nice burny feeling around my lips, flop sweat, check. Happy. So we can pretty much cancel the rest of the show. I've achieved my happy zone. It's really all downhill from here.
All the people who live here near the coast, they prefer to spend the Sunday outside their houses. And this is one of their traditional places. This is the way I live all my life.
Mo is a local security specialist on assignment to keep, well, me and my crew safe from harm. He lives with his daughter, Bushra, and his family in Ras Beirut, a mixed neighborhood of Christians, Muslims, and Druze. Little oil in the middle, as I recall, yes?
Yes.
Oh, so good. Very good fish. I miss this country. I really did.
You have been here before?
This is my third time.
Whoa.
My first time was 2006.
Ooh.
We came here, we had 2 perfect days, and then the war broke out. During my first trip here in 2006, Hezbollah guerrillas killed 3 Israeli soldiers and captured 2 others in a cross-border raid. In the 34-day war that followed, much of Beirut was heavily pounded by bombs and naval artillery. I fell in love with this city. Under the worst possible situation, you have this really extraordinary mix of religions and people. How is that? Why? What's so special about it? Why?
Of course, somebody on Friday go to pray, somebody on Sunday go to pray. But they go to the same restaurant, have the same food, have the same drink. They have the same tradition.
There's no place better than Lebanon. You have everything. People are friendly, beautiful, fantastic.
It is a democracy here.
Of course, you have choice to sit down and talk. I like this, I don't like this.
So, what's it look like now?
Yani, we look like we are 2 months before 2006.
Oh, wow, that's not good.
Tension is a little bit high, but the people, they are very happy. We are very happy. I go with my family outside.
I mean, I was watching the news last night at the hotel. It is genuinely terrifying.
This is Lebanon. It's raining today, tomorrow is sunny. It's happening all the time. We get used to it.
You get used to it. Are you concerned or optimistic?
No, I'm optimistic, yeah.
Do your friends feel the same way?
Not really, not all.
Your friends are less optimistic.
Yeah.
We have only one good neighbor. It don't affect us.
Yeah.
It helps us all the time. It's the sea. We bring the fish and we have fish. And he never get upset from us.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
I was raised without religion. One side of the family, long ago, Catholic, I think. The other side, Jewish. I've never been in a synagogue. I don't believe in a higher power. But that doesn't make me any less Jewish, I don't think. These guys sandbagging me at the Wailing Wall, they don't seem to think so either.
You want to? Jewish, my friend.
But only half.
Mother Jewish?
Yes, so that makes me a Jew.
Jewish. So now the first time, I need for you now bar mitzvah. It's 2 minutes between the mitzvah. See. Baruch atah. You righty?
I'm a
You
righty,
right?
yes.
Very good. Say the bracha after me. Say the bracha. Say Baruch atah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu mitzvotav
וציוונו
v'tzivanu
להניח
tefillin.
תפילין. So now you bar mitzvah. Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Thank you, gentlemen. I've never felt so much like I'm masquerading as something I'm not. I'm instinctively hostile to any kind of devotion. Certainty is my enemy. You know, I'm all about doubt, questioning oneself and the nature of reality constantly. When they grabbed hold of me and in a totally non-judgmental way, essentially, you know, God's happy to have you, you know, here you go. Oh, man, you know, my treachery is complete.
My oldest friend in Vietnam, Lin. Originally assigned to translate, to guide, to escort, and to report on me back in 2000 when I first came to this country.
Lin, how are you, brother?
My brother.
Good to see you.
His responsibilities to his employers have never been an impediment to our friendship. We meet at Zuyen An, where you pick your own seafood out of the tank and you cook it yourself.
You really do look exactly the same. You look good.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You also the same. No trace of time on your face.
Dude, my hair is white. I have the pictures. I look completely different in 2000.
People told me that all the seafood here are from the lagoon over here, Tam Sang. Tam Sang Lagoon is one of the biggest one in Southeast Asia.
I'm going for some eel. Season with lemongrass, green chili, and pepper, drizzle with house special sauce, grill over charcoal, and dig in.
I have the picture with you.
Oh, you have some old photos? Oh, my, look at me. Come on. I look like my own son here. Look at this. I look like I'm 30 years younger. And that's...
My son.
Ming? Ming?
He's now 17.
Oh, my God. He's going to college soon. Wow. Oh, this at the island of Mr. Sang?
Tuần Châu Island in Ha Long Bay.
Hanoi?
Hanoi by the West Lake.
Oh, my God. Look at that.
This
We
is
look
you.
cool. We totally look cool here. But does everybody fall in love with the country like I did? I came here and it stole my heart, you know?
I think there's a very good meeting point between Vietnamese and American.
Yeah.
But in the past, it was over, and now it's a new time.
Wow, that's great. Dude, that's pretty spicy. Perfect with beer.
It stimulates more drinks.
Lobster from the South China Sea. Give it a nice haircut tableside, and it's perfect.
Sweet?
Sweet. Just like I remember back in Nha Trang.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm a sentimental guy, Len.
Sometimes at work, I try to be serious, and I just think about work, but I don't know why. When I meet you, I just think about drinking and getting something good to eat. One more cheer.
Good to see you again, my friend.
It's been a long time since my old friend and I met. A hell of a lot of road with this guy. New York City, where I live. And it's easy to think, having lived here nearly all my life, that this is what America looks like, thinks like, that the things that are important to me are important to everybody, that every place else is out there, unthinkable, maybe even unknowable. 600 miles away from Midtown Manhattan is McDowell County, West Virginia. Another America. In the mind of many of my fellow New Yorkers, the heart of God, guns, and Trump country. The existential enemy.
There is a place on God's creation, a place of beauty beyond compare. Some people say it's almost heaven. Look for me, and you'll find me there. My daddy always told me, you know, those tornadoes and hurricanes, they can't get to us. We're down in these mountains and down in the holler, and these mountains protect us. Here, if you're gonna see the sky, you gotta look up. You can find me on the highest mountain. You can find me in the black coal mine.
To think about, much less empathize with somebody who comes from 5 generations of coal miners in a place that looks like this is, to our enduring shame, unthinkable. Why can't these coal miners get retrained, maybe put up solar panels for a living? Why would these conservative, deeply religious people vote for a thrice-married billionaire New Yorker? Well, I went to West Virginia, and you know what? Screw you. Here in the heart of every belief system I've ever mocked or fought against, I was welcomed with open arms by everyone. I found a place both heartbreaking and beautiful. A place that symbolizes and contains everything wrong and everything wonderful and hopeful about America.
Although we always say ladies first, I think we'll serve you.
It's okay this time? Just this once. So good. So how long have you been back in the Philippines?
In the Philippines, 3 years.
3 years now.
Yeah.
Where have you worked? Hong Kong for 5 years?
For 5 years, and then I went to America. I stayed there for almost 30 years.
Aurora is recently back in Manila after most of her life spent abroad. What kind of work were you doing?
I did the housekeeping, you know, and babysitting.
The money she sent home put everybody here and many, many more through school, lifted them up to a more comfortable life. And you left family behind
Yeah.
to go out there and make money. That's never an easy decision, a painful, painful choice. Aurora's children, now middle-aged, are finally getting to know their mother.
Okay. Bring in the food inside.
Many, many, many Filipino women like you who had to leave their families, go abroad.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
Her 3 children. My eldest is about 4 years now in Qatar. Then the other one is 2 years. And then the other one is in Hong Kong.
Working conditions for OFWs, particularly in some Gulf states, can be punishing at best, abusive, or worse.
I'm a single mom with my 2 grandchildren. I really cried a lot, especially this holiday season.
Still, due to lack of opportunity at home, many Filipinos have little choice but to go somewhere far away. Find a job, money. But hopefully in a few years, you think they come back?
Yes.
Yeah, I hope
really
so.
ask them to go home because I'm not getting younger anymore. I need them with my side. I tell them several times, they call me up, please get home soon. I need you.
As we head further and further east, road conditions get sketchier. Whoa.
landslide. That whole thing collapsed.
That's not encouraging. What if our car had been there? That's a big freaking...
Shoot, he's gonna have to move that whole thing?
I think we're gonna freeze out here like rats tonight.
He's looking low, he's going after the big one. Here he goes. Whoa.
Hey, he's through.
I think that's it.
Saddle up.
Best song about the road. It's Almost Heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, country roads.
John Denver?
That's where my head went first.
Wow. It is considered enlightening and therapeutic to think about death for a few minutes a day.
Yes. You are reminded time and again not to take things too seriously. This is, in fact, an illusion, isn't it?
Life has been a dream.
Yeah.
After all these years of traveling, and when you look back, what resonates?
I see a lot of poverty. I see a lot of cruelty. I have reason to feel angry or frustrated or heartbroken frequently. It angers me to see a place like, Detroit, a great American city, that's failed or been allowed to fail. To see New Orleans post-Katrina makes me angry. To see Camden, New Jersey, in my own state that I grew up in, it makes me angry. Yes, there's a lot of scary, ugly stuff in it, but there is much more, I still think, beauty and kindness and humor, and people doing the best they can in often very, very difficult situations. It is a magnificent planet filled with fascinating and, more often than not, beautiful people. Where's that sandwich?